Today on Ask the Meadmaker, we are going spelunking. I don't know what that is, but I know if you go spelunking, you get to wear one of these. Welcome to Ask the Meadmaker, where I, Ricky the Meadmaker, answer your questions about mead making, mead drinking, mead brewing, really any questions you're willing to send to me. Our first question this week I got last week at the Fermentation Festival at Green Mountain College, and it was a great one. What is the craziest thing you've ever brewed with? It's hard to answer, but I'd say one of two things. One time, I filtered some hot pepper tea in such a way as it was spicy, but had no pepper flavor, and I did it in a hydromel, so it was startling. The other weirdest thing, Meadery. Now it's time for some follow-up. A few episodes ago, Claire wrote to us and asked if the mead she poured into her houseplant was going to kill it. I said that I did not know, and asked her to share with us if her plant survived and what kind of plant it is, or was. Well, you'll be happy to know Claire's philodendron survived. And because we didn't want to just rely on her data, this plant right here has been watered exclusively with mead and coffee for 2 months, and it appears to be doing just fine. So, I guess there's your answer? Last week, Scott M. wrote in and asked if we had ever done a honey tasting with the honey flavor wheel from UC Davis. The answer back then was no. The answer now is yes. And we have written an article summarizing all of the findings from that tasting. But I saved my tasting to do on screen for all of you. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to make yourself sick. I've got my honey flavor wheel. Got my tasting notes. How to put All right, I'm going to nip this question in the bud before anyone asks. Dear Mediacs, I'm sure you want to know, did we get you anything for the holidays? The answer is, we sure did. And we're going to be releasing information about it using a hashtag. Is that a drug reference? All right, Rebecca has informed me it is not a drug reference. It's a thing on the internet you can Google search for. Okay, I was apparently wrong again. She said just say the following. Hashtag midwinter mead. Did I do it right? We had a group come in the other day that was on a winery, meadery, cidery tour, and one of the women asked me, why are wineries traditionally very nice spaces and meaderies are more often found in sort of industrial spaces? And then she made sure that I wasn't offended, and I was not, because this is a very industrial space. The way we think about it is in the terms of my former boss. If I walk into a place with hardwood floors, and I know that under those hardwood floors are perfectly serviceable concrete floors, I think to myself, I'm about to pay too much for the thing I am about to buy. The last question I am not going to answer on air, but I do want to make it public. Someone asked me, have you considered life insurance? Now is a very important time for you to think about life insurance. And I guess I just want to know, whoever sent this question to me, is now a much more important time for me to think about life insurance? And how do you know? With that, I'm going to send it over to Ricky with our word of the week. Ricky? Thank you, Ricky. I guess you didn't get sick from all that honey. I apologize. This week's word is actually a guy's name. Saint Ambrose, and while there are multiple contenders, he is widely considered to be the patron saint of bees, beekeeping, by extension, mead making. Saint Ambrose, our dude of the week. Keep sending your questions, and I'll get to them as soon as possible. Cheers.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I think I have diabetes. I can feel my legs swelling.